Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I'm one of the facilitators in the Spokane Sangha. And today I'd like to begin our practice with a sentiment of metta, loving kindness. For those of you who know this, I paint little sheets of paper, and this particular page is one of several that I found doodles of my kids. So I found all these notebooks and various things, and I saved their doodles and I painted over them. And so I've captured all of their stuff as well as mixed in some of my own. This one is a sentiment of loving kindness that I really, really enjoy. It reads, "May my meh moods become moments of marvel. May my meh moods become moments of marvel." I really, really love that because I do have a lot of meh in my life. And it's hard when I'm in that space to see any kind of marvel. But the sentiment so beautifully illustrates what we've been exploring in the Spokane Sangha for the month of March, which is the third noble truth, that there is an end to suffering, there is an end to this discomfort. And what is it? What is that end? It is a momentary experience of harmony. It is a place, a moment, a present moment where I am neither enslaved by my habit energy of thought that produces so much misery in my personal experience, nor am I craving or striving for something blissful and joyful and exciting and whatever. I'm in this place of balance, in this place of harmony, where I'm neither pulled in one direction or another. And, you know, when I started practicing this and I really started looking at it, one of the fascinating qualities that came forward in my attention was the quality of greed in me. And I'm not proud of that, and it's kind of hard to admit, but I'm greedy. And what I noticed was in my moment of harmony, greed would arise because I wanted that moment to linger. I wanted more of the moment. I just wanted it to last. And I found myself getting kind of tight and graspy, like, oh, I don't want this to end. Greed, attachment. Would you look at that? And it's so quick. So I've had to learn to accept the moment and to notice how pristine a single moment is. And not only that, how profound a moment is, because a moment of pristine harmony can leave a very deep, lasting impression in my mind and heart stream. So that's what we're going to explore today as a community. And I'd like to share with you an image to use as part of your meditation. And it comes in a couple of parts. And it has connection to something in Buddhism known as bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is that soft, wounded, aching, longing, strong, resilient heart. It is this deep, deep nature in every single one of us. So while our hearts may ache, within that heart, within that Buddha nature, that bodhicitta, is also this limitless resilience. In my heart, where I'm grieving and I'm sorrowful or regretting or whatever it is, miserable, there's also in that heart this space of brightness and radiance, warmth, marvel, wonder. So that's the base of our practice today, bodhicitta. And let's put bodhicitta at the level of the heart chakra. And it's no accident, friends, that I'm doing this. The intention is to remind you that the heart chakra, the color associated with this chakra is green. And right now in the Northern Hemisphere, particularly in Eastern Washington, where I am, spring has sprung and it is green and beautiful. And it's also a wee bit fragile. But in this new fragile growth, there's all kinds of possibility. So if we can put that in the level of the heart, so much possibility, even in the presence of fragility, that's at the heart level. And it's bright and full of life. The heart chakra is the place in the body's energy where the three physical chakras and the three spiritual chakras come together. And the heart is the place of limitless compassion. And it branches out through your arms, hands, fingers. So let's put the body in a posture to settle this bodhicitta and to receive the wisdom that wants to emerge from your own experience. To do so, find a noble posture. Sit nice and tall. If you're lying down, make sure that you're lying down in a way where the shoulders are fully relaxed and open, and bring your hands, palms facing down, to the sides of the body. You don't want, when you're lying down, your hands resting on the belly. You want them grounding and anchoring toward whatever is supporting you. It will help the shoulders relax. If you're sitting, sit in a way where the spine can be nice and straight, the belly is soft, and find a posture in your hands where your hands are either interlaced or they're in a mudra, a hand posture, or maybe even your hands are palms facing down, resting on your thighs or your knees. I encourage you to experiment with your hands where they want to be, because once they settle, let them stay there. Turn your gaze inward. Close your eyes if it's possible. And if not, then just keep your eyes open a wee bit and find something beautiful upon which to look. Take a deep breath in and allow the exhalation to exit the body slowly and with presence. Every once in a while, bring your attention to the heart. And your heart chakra isn't just in the front of your body, it's in the back of your body. And so if you can, imagine your heart's energy radiating out behind you, every bit as much as it radiates out from the front of you. Now, turn your gaze in your mind's eye to the cosmos, to the sky. And there, we have our sun, our beautiful, life giving star. Now, in this universe, which is primarily empty space, there are billions of stars and galaxies and planets and moons, and yet this infinite universe that we have is mostly space, empty space. And here we are on this rock in the conditions that have enabled life to evolve over billions of years in relationship to this star 93 million miles away. It is a marvel that we exist at all. So if you can, just imagine turning your heart, lifting your heart up to receive the energy of the sun. Now, mind you, the radiance of the sun, its warmth, its light, it takes 8 minutes to get here. And so, if you can give yourself 8 minutes in your day to connect with the sun, that is something I call a sun pause, and it's an instrument of peace. And it's a way to remind me, anyway, that this radiant life force lives in me. It is an extension of me, and I am an extension of it. And every once in a while, it's important for me to connect to it and remember my truest nature. The issue is that in my life's experience, I have all of these happenings. I have all of these things that happen, that occur. I have thoughts. I have experiences. And they manifest like meh and gloom and storm. And I forget that the sun is ever present. My sun is ever present. And so I encourage you to now imagine the clouds. And I know many of you have heard in meditations that imagine your thought as a cloud in the sky, just floating along. And there have been times in my own practices where I have resented that image for some reason. I've been captivated by some cynic, some annoyed gremlin going, I don't want to think about clouds. I just want to be gloomy and stormy and gray and meh. And what I've learned over the years is life is answers me with, yeah, well, would you look at that, Julia? Look at all that meh. Look at all that storm. Look at all that gloom. And still the sun, the life force is shining, regardless of the clouds, regardless if they stay for a while, regardless if the weather creates all kinds of annoyance and disruption, regardless of your own thoughts, Julia, the sun remains. And so does my bodhicitta. So imagine some clouds, friends. Imagine your thoughts, imagine your moods, throw them up into the cosmos. Allow them to blot the sun. Allow them to refract the light. Allow them to blacken the sky if that's what they need to do. And notice what you notice. keeping in mind that regardless of the weather, the sun is there. This star is always shining. This nuclear, extraordinary, violent, erupting celestial body is there, has been for billions of years, and will continue to be for billions of years. Throw your meh, uh, blah, up into the sky. See how it moves. See how the winds gather it in tighter, heavier. See how the winds help dissipate it like a ribbon of fog. All the while, the brightness, the radiance, the marvel of this presence remains true. And that presence remains true in me too, as well as in you too. This is the nature of bodhicitta, ever present, moment to moment to moment. The recognition of this, friends, is a balancing force. So when my moods are meh, I throw them up to the sky. I clear the debris away just a little bit, enough for that radiance to break through, to emerge from a crack as some kind of possibility of light, of warmth. That's the marvel. So, in the next few moments of quiet, allow your own imagination and your own wisdom to work with these conditions and see what you see, hear what you hear, experience what you experience. Enjoy this time of reflection. Friends, We're going to take a step toward the conclusion of this meditation with a chant to Shakyamuni Buddha. And if you know this chant, you can chant along with me. I'm going to chant it 6 times, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful honoring of the Buddha. And I'm chanting this today as a way to resonate, to stir something at the level of the heart. It goes like this. Tayatao Muni Muni Maha Muni Soha. 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 All righty. So Lois posted on the chat the link to Soul Center. Check out our meetings Monday through Friday. Check out Satya Seva. Just check out the website. There's all kinds of stuff on there. I just want to bring us into an integration of our practice today by bringing forward the 4 noble reminders. Buddhists love lists, and it always comes in 4s. I don't know why. Buddhists love 4. But the 4 noble reminders are their qualities, their concepts really that don't often get talked about, but I really, really love them. And so I'd like to share them with you today as just a gentle reminder of framing one's life. So the first noble reminder is you have a precious human life. Your life is no accident. It's no mistake. We live in this miraculous thing, like one of our Sangha members was marveling at. The sun is neither too far nor too close. We live under this very fragile ozone of atmosphere. And so we have a precious life, and our relationship to habit energy is precious. Our relationship to healed habit energy is precious. The second noble reminder, the nature of reality is impermanent, right? The goodness is not going to last. The badness is not going to last. What can last and what can have a feeling of lasting power is the present moment. And that lends us to the third noble reminder, which is the law of karma. My actions matter, and my actions have consequences, both positive, neutral, and negative. And so if I can understand with intentionality my actions and really feed and nurture my positive qualities, my positive engagement, life will follow suit. And then the fourth noble reminder is something in traditional language called the folly of samsara, which simply means that my negative habit energy is often highly repetitive. It comes in many, many forms. One of my favorite descriptions of this is from Pema Chodron. Lo has recently reminded me of it, which is I have the a propensity to be bothered, right? I'm just bothered all the time by the littlest, stupidest stuff that is outside of me and inside of me. And then I keep talking about it and repeating it and acting on it over and over and over and over again, thinking that somehow it will get better. Madness. So, with all of these noble reminders, the last thing I'm going to say in dedication is that to cultivate awareness of these noble reminders is an extraordinary thing, and we cannot do it without practice. So remember, friends, we're not here to get our practice to be perfect. We're here because practice makes practice. Practice makes practice. So thank you for taking refuge in this community. Thank you for taking refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. Thank you for taking refuge in the faithful, wise spaces of your own mind and heart. May you go into this day shining brightly. May you remember to take a sun pause every once in a while, 8 minutes of mutual exchange of radiance with our beloved star. And may you dare to shine as brightly as it and become the life force you already are. I hope I see you again, maybe even as early as tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful day. Namaste.